Assalamu alaikum. This is Misbahul Islam.
And this is Humaira Kabir. Welcome to the MCJ News Hour. Before we go to the details, let's have a glance at the headlines.
Lalmai Botanical Garden for conservation of endangered plants. The Shalbun Buddhist Monastery is working to educate the backward tribal children. The interest of Kumilla University's students in higher education in abroad is under discussion in the context of current demand. There are no footpaths in the adjacent area of Kumilla University and Shalbun, Bihar. Kumilla University students are in deplorable condition due to high prices of food in hotels. Kumilla Zoo is closed for antisocial activities. The culture of the Tripura people who have been living in Kumilla for a long time is on the verge of extinction today.
You have just heard the headlines and now on to the details.
Lalmai Botanical Garden is working to preserve the rare and endangered plants of the country. In details with Wafaremo, on camera Tamim Mia.
The Botanical Gardens have been working to preserve endangered plant species for decades. Lalmai Botanical Garden is one of them in Bangladesh. The Lalmai Botanical Garden, located 8 kilometers away from Kumilla city, started its journey in 2016. The 17-acre botanical garden under the Social Forest Department of Kumilla has a variety of rare species of trees, fruits, herbs and other flowers, including the planting of 10,000 roses. There are various plants of almost extinct species like thomal or sandalwood, including cactus and orchid house. To know about the conservation of rare species and its future plans, Divisional Forest Officer Muhammad Ali said,
One of the purposes of Lalmai Botanical Garden is to produce, develop and preserve different species of plants for the future. We also aim to preserve the national heritage. We want the ecotourism sector to grow and prosper. We would like to make maximum use of Lalmai Botanical Gardens for the study and research of the students.
Infrastructural work including land acquisition is still ongoing as a part of the expanded work on this botanical garden. In this botanical garden, plant conservation, tourism, exhibitions as well as research by universities, colleges and other institutions are carried out. In this context, Department Head and Assistant Professor of Kumilla Victoria College, Muhammad Musharraf Hussain Elin said,
The botanical garden is very important for the students of botany to study well and research. One of the most important gardens in this area is Lalmai Botanical Garden. It has cactus house and orchid house. In addition, the endangered plants and medical plants are preserved separately through special supervision, which will play a role in the study and research of these students of botany.
Such activities of Lalmai Botanical Gardens are gaining appreciation from the conscious community and environmentalists. Experts believe that if a number of botanical gardens such as Lalmai Botanical Garden are established, it will be possible to save the endangered plant species. Wafak Tarimu, MCG News, Kumilla.
Once Shalbun Monastery was the center of Buddhist learning. Although it was lost by the time, it seems to be regaining its life through the new Shalbun Buddhist Bihar. In details with Faria Rivi, on camera Anand Majumdar.
In 7th century, the Buddhist Bihars in Kumilla were one of the famous centers for pursuing of knowledge and religion. The hermitage was built in 1995 near the Shalbun Buddhist Monastery in Kumilla at the initiative of Shilobhadra Mahathero to revive that tradition. With the granting aid from the government, this hermitage gets financial support from local and foreign followers as well as the ticket price of the visitors. At present, about 106 landless and backward Buddhist children of North Bengal, including different parts of Chittagong hill tracts, are staying in this hermitage. Attempts are being made to bring up these Buddhist children from remote areas with the conventional education system. They study till 5th class in a nearby school called Shalbon Bihar Government Primary School.
First, when they came to our school, we don't understand their language. But gradually, when they mix up, it's hard to point out whether they are tribal or Bengali.
Later, they will complete their secondary education in the hermitage at Choddogram and Laksham. They do prayer 2 times a day, gardening as their extracurricular, and play various types of sports as recreation.
Among 106 children, 60 are fatherless. Most of the others are homeless. Their tribes are far behind in education. So here, besides their studies, life-oriented knowledge is also arranged. In addition to this, I run 2 more hermitages for the development of backward Buddhist children. I see this as part of humanitarian service.
Let this humanity-based service be spread for the help of backward tribal children all along the country. With these expectations, here I am Faria Rimi, MCG News, Kumilla.
Kumilla University students have much more interest in higher education in abroad, but they are not familiar with the process of it. In details with Anjuman Akhtar, on camera, Imtiaz Hasan Rifat.
Since its inception in 2006, 15 batches have been admitted in Kumilla University. Interest in higher education in abroad is increasing day by day among Kumilla University students to keep pace with the current job market.
The majority of students want to go abroad for higher education.
I have also an interest to get higher study in abroad. But the students are not getting any guidance from the university. Those who are going abroad, they have to go on their own initiative. The university has a department called IQAC for higher education of students. However, since no director has been in charge of the department for almost 2 months, now this department has remained in name only.
It to be seen how much our university is doing for higher education. We want proper advice and support through campaigns of different organizations. We want cooperation so that we can go abroad for higher education.
Those of us who come from rural areas have no idea about higher education in abroad. So if there are campaigns or seminars on these issues in universities, then we girls can know about it. And the more we know about it, the more our interest grows. Students advisor Habib Rahman said about the problems of students.
The student advisor, I would like to say that the administration will take initiative to overcome the problems that the students have, and our new VC sir will pay more attention to this matter.
The new Vice Chancellor, AFM Abdul Moin, will look into the matter. He said,
We want to do a cooperative program here using the connection that I have. Suppose being able to do 2+2 or 3+1 years collaboration program where 2 years of study here and the other years are abroad. Then your degree is just a joint kind of degree. Now I need to see if UGC gives us permission to program for this. So on behalf of our university, we will encourage the students to study abroad and will always take many steps to be by the side of the students.
University students hope that the ongoing crisis in the field of higher education in abroad will be resolved soon. Anjuman Shimu, MCG News, Kumilla University.
In the adjacent area of Kumilla University and Shalbon Bihar have no adequate footpath. People and students who come here to visit have to face many problems while walking on the street. In details with Fatima Rins, on camera Najmus Saqib.
Shalbon Bihar of Kumilla is rich in ancient heritage. Next to it, there are Moinamoti Museum, Lalmai Botanical Garden and Magic Paradise. All of these are tourist places, but there are no footpaths for pedestrians. That's why students and visitors have to walk on the street and buy products standing on the street.
We come for a study tour. When we came here, we observed there is no footpath for walk, that we can't walk smoothly with our students.
Not only visitors are in danger, but also drivers who drive on that route are struggling to drive.
ফুটপাত না থাকার কারণে আমরা সবসময় ভয়ে থাকি
We are always in scared because of no sidewalks. There is a high risk of accident on the road, though we drive consciously.
মানুষের এখানে ফুটপাত নাই রোডটা বড় নাই
Every month, almost 70,000 people visit on these places. If any action will be taken or not for footpaths, the chief executive officer said,
Number 24 ward is a new area for the city corporation. So that's why from the previous time the roads were not that kind of wider. But now we have the plan to make wider road, to make wider footpath, and if we can implement our new DPP and future coming projects, then you will find that kind of.
according to the agreement of central government, every year minimum 2 kilometer footpath is repaired.
We are all time ready, not only 2 kilometers. If you give us land, then we provide footpath. Not only your area, but every area of city corporation as their demand.
If sidewalks are built in such an important tourist areas, it will be safer for tourists. The expectation of students and tourists is footpaths will be constructed as soon as possible. Fatima Rohim Riz, MCG News, Kumilla.
We are coming back after intervals.
স্বাগতম এমসিজি টিভি নিউজ আওয়ার। সাথে আছে আমি সঞ্জিতা ঋতু। শুরুতেই দেখে নিচ্ছি সংবাদ শিরোনামগুলো।
এমসিজি নিউজের মাধ্যমে সারা বাংলাদেশে পরিচিতি পাবে কুমিল্লা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের গণযোগাযোগ ও সাংবাদিকতা বিভাগ। রয়েছে শ্রেণী যার পাশে খচিত রয়েছে নাগরাজ যা আদি বাংলার নাম। মুড়ি, চটপটি, ফুচকা, আইসক্রিম, খাবারগুলোর নাম শুনলেই যেন জিভে জল আসে।
সমাজের সকল প্রতিবন্ধকতা কাটিয়ে
এখানে 25 জন পুরুষের পাশাপাশি রয়েছে 20 জন নারী কর্মী।
ময়নামতি থেকে আমি তাসমিন সুলতানা, এমসিজি টিভি সাথে থাকার জন্য চোখ রাখুন এমসিজি টিভির পর্দায়।
Welcome back after interval. The unhealthy food is being sold at high prices at the hotels near Kumilla University. The authorities don't have any surveillance in this regard. In details with Shourav Siddiqui, on camera Amran Hussain.
Students are forced to eat low quality food and have to pay high price. The hotels of food around Kumilla University are going through a miserable condition. Students in the hall of the university and the mess around the campus are in inconvenience. Approximately 30% price of food has been increased. Although the price of food has increased, the quantity of food has not.
Very low quality foods are served in the hotels around our university, and the price is costly for them. But there is no one to observe this matter.
Due to lack of surveillance by administration, hotel owners are charging higher price on food.
The price of all the products in the market have risen enough. That's why we have increased the price of each food. For this reason, students have to pay higher price for food. Until the commodities price fall, we cannot reduce the food prices of our hotel.
The Assistant Director of the Department of Consumer Protection said about price hike and price monitoring of the hotels near Kumilla University.
I have received complaints from the students of Kumilla University about the high cost of food and unhealthy environment in the hotels around the university. we plans to conduct raids on hotels under regular monitoring.
The quality of food and price is being compromised by students as there is no other solution, but they expect the crisis will be resolved soon. Shourab Siddiqui, MCG News, Kumilla University.
Even a decade ago, the Centennial Commercial Institution located at Bardutala of Kumilla was abuzz with the knocking sound of typists, trainees and typewriters. But nothing is chronic in the evolution of technology. In details with Rupam Das, on camera Asif Mahmood.
The scrubbing of the typewriter machine at the Commercial Institute started in the morning. 1925 conversation in 1931, the journey of the Commercial Institute started in the Badutola area of Kumilla. The journey of this institute started at Badutola in Kumilla with the help of the late Amar Chandra Pal. There was a time when the clapping of trainees and typewriters echoed throughout the institute. This chronotype, however, is being overshadowed by the modern touch. That boy of class 8, Dilip Chandra Pal, eldest son of the late Amar Chandra Pal, is now 82 years old. The Centennial Commercial Institute is still standing on its own 2 feet. Since its commencement in 1931, we have been providing 4 courses, Dilip Kumar Pal stated. Shortening, telegraphing and correspondence are all examples of typewriting.
I remember that in the years 2005 to 2007, this institution used to earn 3,500 to 4,000 taka per day. But now it goes without saying that there is no income at all. However, there are still some people who flock here to type complex papers, like foreign affairs.
On going to the spot, it is seen that a young man named Siam is typing in the chair of the Commercial Institute. As one of the last trainees at the Commercial Institute, he tells the MCG News that he came here to improve his typing skills. Dilip Kumar is still optimistic that people will keep this tradition alive and use the scanotype, even if they need to improve their typing skills. There is a dusty typewriter, but no trainees are present. Scanotype is becoming obsolete in the face of modernity. But there is a hope. Dilip Kumar Pal believes that scanotype will survive. Rupam Das, MCG News, Kumilla.
Kumilla Zoo and Botanical Garden have been closed by DC of Kumilla. Visitors are returning to despair after visiting the zoo. In details with Chaudhuri Masavi.
Kumilla Zoo, along with a botanical garden, was established in 1986 on the land of 10.15 acres at Kaliazuri Moza in Kumilla town. It has been closed around for a year by the instruction of Deputy Commissioner of Kumilla. Many people still come to visit it from near and far away.
We have a lot of interest of traveling. We have never visited any zoo. Me and my friends have come from far away, but we are not allowed to go inside. We have come from Devidhat to visit the zoo. We thought that the zoo is open like before, but we have to live with a lot of frustration.
At present, some cages are empty, and the others have various species of animals, including 2 fishing cats, some golden monkeys, pythons, and rabbit in the zoo.
Nowadays, 2 of us are taking care of the animals. The Zila Porishad provides our salary and animals food.
Deputy Commissioner of Kumilla said antisocial activities are going on in the zoo. That's why I took the step to close it with court permission.
Local people are expecting to get back their recreation place, Kumilla Zoo and Botanical Garden. They hope this place will be opened by taking necessary steps from authority. Chaudhuri Masabi, MCG News, Kumilla.
The Tripura people have been living in Lalmai of Kumilla for a long time. Although the standard of living has improved, the diverse culture is being lost. In details with Ruma Akhtar, on camera Javed Rehan.
Generally, Tripura tribes live in hill districts, but some Tripura families also live in Lalmai Hills of Kumilla. At present, 17 families are living here for 200 years. In first, most of them lived in Lalmai Hills, but now most of families have moved to the plains.
Once many of our ancestors lived on this hill. Now many families went down for electric facilities and the two remaining families are still living here. It has been a long time. These people have been living with Bengalis.
Here we are living together. They practice their religion and we do ours. We have been here for many years. They go to shops and bazaar, we also go. We have no problem with them.
Their economic situation is not so good. Most of them are involved in agriculture and animal husbandry. This diverse tribes has own mother tongue Kokborok. There are not any textbook of this language to practice. That's why their medium of study is Bangla. But a school is going to build in Lalmai Pahar for practicing and protecting their language. They also have own dressas Binai Risa, but they only wear it in religious festivals. Tripurs are followers of Hinduism. Apart from that, their main festival is Baishu, but some of them are converted to Christian. As asked about the education, administrative facilities, and economic status of the people of Tripura, one of the most influential individuals, Mr. Chittaranjan Tripura, informed us.
The Sheikh Hasina government has given us many opportunities. 10 government houses have been rehabilitated. Earlier, we had a place but no house to stay. Our only problem is that there is no school for the mother tongue of Tripura.
Once culturally enriched Tripura tribe is now on the verge of extinction. The conflict, our culture and our government should take more effective steps to improve their quality of life as well as preserve their culture. Rumaktar, MCZ News, Jamura, Kumilla. And that's all from the newsroom. Thanks for staying with us. Keep an eye on our next bulletin.